Hey guys, welcome to my channel again. Welcome to a new video. In today's video, I'm going to do a trade breakdown of my trades I took today. So the first trade I took was this one on the London session. It was a 5R, okay? And the second one was this continuation trade at it was London lunch. So this was 5R, this 3R, making a total of 8R for the day. And I will go now explain them. Well, first of all, to determine the draw liquidity, today I was looking at the previous day low, which was really close here on Euro, and on the XY too, it was really close. So I was targeting that to start, okay? So that was the target for my first trade, the previous day high on the XY and the previous day low on Euro. So let's continue. Many of you are already familiar with our time-based entry model, and you have learned that at 3 it happens a turtle soup of the previous candle and then it goes to our direction, but today it did not happen, so many of you stayed today out of the move. So let's explain why that happened today. We see here that at 1 the 1 a.m. candle already made a turtle soup here, taking the Asian high, and we have S&T with the XY. So we know that price probably is not going to go up here again because there's no need to, okay? The rate is already done, so there's no need for price to do like this. This didn't make sense today. Adding the S&T, it adds probability that this is not going to get taken. What else? At 1, we already have this rate on liquidity, so we can expect the move to happen here, okay? So the ideal entry today was up here. Let me show you in the 5-minute chart. So the ideal sell was already up here at 140. What happened? That I'm sleeping at this hour, so I did not take this sell. I took the sell later on the retracement when I could, but the ideal sell was up here. You were waiting for the 3 a.m. candle to go up and then keep going lower, but it did not happen, okay? The turtle soup had already happened here. We failed to make a new high, so this would be a failure swing, and price went directly to the targets. So I did not sell directly here when the price is going up. I sold when I saw this reaction, and I already had in my mind that this was not going to get taken. Why? Because it didn't make sense. So I already sold down here with the stop loss above the high, because if this high was taken again, probably my idea was wrong and maybe price would have taken the other high, okay? And maybe it was a bullish day. So if my idea was valid, I wanted this to hold and this high to not be taken. So my stop loss was safe above here, near the high, so 5 pips. And targeting, my target was the previous day low here on Euro and the previous day high on the XY, which was up here, okay? It was quite clean for me, this trade. I don't used to have that much of big ratios, but today my draw was clear in Euro and in DXY. You see it reached the doll in the same candle, so there was no doubt here of S&T or nothing, okay? It went directly to the draw, and I was taking partials along the way here when we took this low or this low, and the final target was here, okay? When I'm doing on live accounts, I used to take partials along the way. What else? Let's go to the XY now. See here too how at 1 we take the previous candle low too, so it's the same thing than on Euro. The ideal buys on the XY were here, so the time-based entry was here. What happened? I was sleeping here, so I could not take the trade here. When we reversed, we came back, and here at 240, when I saw the reaction upwards, so not when it's going down, but when I see price reacting is when I entered my trade, which was up here. So the trade on the XY will look like this. Ideal buy was here. I was out, the S&T here. I was out of the chart, so the next opportunity I had to hop in is here, and it's where I bought, sorry. Okay, this is for the first trade. I think the important thing to explain here today is why we did not make turtle soup at 3 a.m. and also many people got tricked. Let's go back to euro. Many people got tricked because 3 a.m. candle did a fast turtle soup on the previous candle low. Let me show you right now. Let's delete these things now. If you go to 1 minute chart, we need to go to 1 minute to see it. At 3. So this week went directly backwards and it had a reaction upwards. So if you were following the model blindly, you would have been stopped out. So if you bought here, you would have been stopped out. Why? Because you need to know the troll liquidity, which in this case was the previous day low. I mean, it was super close, and the probabilities told you that we were going to take this. Everything was aligning. So we had the turtle soups, we had the time-based entry model. Even though it happened while we were sleeping, it was there on the charts. Basically, this is the explanation for the first trade. Now, the second trade. It's quite interesting too. So we have met one drone liquidity, which was the first one. I'm happy with my 5R, so I can leave here. What happens that if we go to the weekly chart, we have the previous week low that was super close to. It's this one I have just noted. So this was the next target for my trade. Okay, it was like this. Here, if you were following our time-based entry like a pattern, at 5 a.m. it makes a new low close to 5 a.m. So you might think this is a failure swing and we're going up directly because at 5 a.m. there needs to be a reversal. No, it's going to be a reversal if we have already reached our doll. But in this case, we had not reached the doll yet. So what I did was sell again, at least make a new low, okay, which was here. Here I moved my stop loss to break even, and when it was super close to the target, I closed already because it was on a funded account too, so it made no sense to hold for 1 pip. But yeah, it finally reached the target later, and I think it has continued going lower, but my targets had been met, so I had no business on trying to trade anymore today. Basically, this would be the explanation for today's trades. This is a bit more complicated because it's not that clear of it's not in an optimal zone, and it's not like a clear turtle soup, but basically we were close to the doll. Okay, if we look at the bigger picture and you plot all the weekly candle, you are super close to the low, so price tends to go directly there, and basically it's what happened today. This was my trade, and sorry, stop loss was lower, it was a 3R, something like this, and basically this is what I did today. I know I did not post any trade breakdowns for the last week because I was really busy. So if you want me to post some of them, just write in the comments. Maybe you can choose. If you go to my Twitter, you will see the trades I took, and you can ask, especially for one of the trades, whatever you prefer, you can write it in the comments, and maybe I will do the trade breakdowns of past week too. But yeah, this is basically going to be it. From here, you need to learn that do not try to be looking for reversals. I mean, if price is bearish, it's easier to hop on the bearish trend until your draw than try to catch reversals here, because when I was a beginner, what I was trying to do was buy here, stop loss, buy here, stop loss, buy here, stop loss, buy here, stop loss. Every bit of a retracement I try to buy and catch a big move, and it makes no sense. What you need to know is where price is going and try to hop on the trend. I know Will took a short here. You could short up here, down here, down here, down here, and even down here, because the draw had still not been taken. So maybe you could do a 1R here, even a bigger stop loss if you want, 1 ratio here, and take the draw. So don't be tricked by these small movements to the upside, and just follow what you know it's happening. And yeah, basically I'm going to leave it here. I don't want this to be too long. I hope you liked the review. Don't forget to leave a like, subscribe, comment, and see you in the next video.